Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's special destination seminar. My name is Josh Fields. I'm the Global Director of Sales. I'm accompanied by my two colleagues, Carol Maldonado and Julian Thomas. We have a special guest with us today. We have Arnie with Deluxe Iceland, who's going to tell you everything you need to know. Now, today's a little bit different. This is a learning seminar on how to sell Iceland. After, we will be doing a quiz for a chance to win a $100 gift card. So please stick to the end so we can take care of that. Just a reminder, if anyone books any of our Muse members or Cameo members, please head to our website, to our VIP page, where you get your current consortia amenities on top of a little bit extra attention to detail, a little bit extra services, handwritten note, things like that. So you can always just submit that online. All right, I would like to introduce everyone to Arnie with Deluxe Iceland. She's going to tell you everything you need to know. Please pay attention because some of the key things will be in the questionnaire at the end at the quiz. Arnie, welcome to today's seminar.
Thank you so much, Josh, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this destination seminar on Iceland. Truly appreciate every one of you taking the time to learn more about our beautiful country. My name is Arney, as Josh mentioned, and I am the head of sales at Deluxe Iceland, a luxury DMC based here in Iceland. Just gonna share the presentation with you now that I've prepared. Let's see. Can everyone see
Perfect.
the presentation? Yeah?
Yes, looks good.
Beautiful. Okay. So today I'm going to walk you through some essential information that will be useful when selling Iceland as a destination. We will cover flight connections from the US and Europe, the different types of tours available, and their pros and cons, accommodation options across the country, the seasons and what each of them has to offer, highlights for first-time visitors, and finally, I will give you more insight into Deluxe Iceland and how we work and what makes us different from others. So to start with, we have this overview slide of airlines flying directly from the United States and Europe to Iceland. And I've also included the approximate duration for the direct flights from the United States. Feel free to take a screenshot, but you will, of course, get the screen recording afterwards. So I think this might be very useful for you guys to have. Next, we have some helpful tips on Iceland, some general information that is very useful to have and know before visiting Iceland. We use the Icelandic krona as our currency, our local currency. You don't really need to carry it around. It's always good maybe to have it in case you wanna do some tipping or if you're buying small purchases, but credit cards are widely accepted in Iceland, even for small purchases. So you shouldn't really need to bring much cash with you. You can speak English almost everywhere in Iceland, and it is very rare that you will find someone that doesn't speak English. It would only be like maybe some older people that have their boutique little, overnight stay somewhere in the countryside, but they can usually, speak English, just not the best native. So this should never be an issue when traveling to Iceland. Tipping is not required in Iceland, and all service is included in the bill that you receive, but is always appreciated if you want to show gratitude. So if you're very happy with the service, nobody is going to get offended, and they will just be grateful to know that you really enjoyed spending the time or at the restaurant or with your guide or however that is. Tap water in Iceland is completely safe. It's fresh and delicious, so there's no need to buy bottled water. I would rather take a reusable water bottle with you to Iceland that you can refill anywhere really, even in the rivers if you're on a hike. So that's very pure water. And finally, the weather in Iceland is very unpredictable. It is very common that we can experience all four seasons in one day. You could have rain, wind, sunshine, and even a little bit of snow, all in the same day when you're driving through the country. So layers are key when you are visiting Iceland. Okay, so let's go through the tours that travelers usually take when they are coming to Iceland. We have the privately guided tours. self-drive tours, and small group tours. Those are the most popular types of travels that people tend to take when visiting Iceland. At Deluxe Iceland, we only offer the privately guided tours and the self-drive tours, but small group tours are also very popular when visiting Iceland. The privately guided tours are becoming increasingly more popular in the luxury segment. While they represent a smaller share of total visitors visiting Iceland, they bring tremendous value. The advantage of this style of travel is the peace of mind it offers. Guests can focus entirely on the experience, knowing that they are in great hands with a local expert. So there's no rush, no stress, just time to, really enjoy the trip and soak in the environment. This type of tour is perfect for families, couples, and friends who value comfort and personalized service above a certain price point. It is also an excellent choice for older travelers who may not feel as comfortable driving themselves, as well as for VIP clients looking for a seamless and stress-free journey. Next, we have the self-drive tours, and these are by far the most popular way of travel when coming to Iceland, especially in the summer times when we have almost 24 hours of sunlight, the road conditions are good, travelers enjoy the flexibility it offers, being independent, and it is also more cost-effective than having a private driver guide with you. And since Iceland is one of the most expensive destinations in the world, many choose this option to explore on their own pace and reduce or keep the cost down a little bit when exploring the island. The third tour type is the small group tours, and they are popular year-round. At Deluxe Iceland, as I said earlier, we do not offer those types of tours, but it is worth mentioning that many travelers prefer to travel this way, so they can do some self-driving and then going for some guided tours with a mix of people that they don't know. So it's very good for people who like to socialize, want to keep the cost down a little bit, and don't mind having other people to share the tour with while still getting the expert knowledge from the guide. And we have the hotels in Iceland. Iceland only has 2 5-star properties, but we are very fortunate to have many excellent 4-star properties scattered around the island. In the countryside, meaning outside of Reykjavik, the city, most hotels are quite small, and they are averaging between 40 to 60 rooms. And this size creates a very personalized and authentic Icelandic experience. But the downside is that the availability tends to book up quite quickly. So I would always recommend planning an Iceland journey with at least 6 months in advance. And that is just so we can secure the rooms at the desired hotels for your clients. Because otherwise we might need to start looking to some alternatives, and that might increase the driving distances, and which is already quite far in Iceland when driving in the countryside. So yeah, 6 months plus is a great time to start planning your Iceland trip. We also have these 5-star properties right here, the Retreat Hotel and Reykjavik Edition, which is a Marriott hotel. The Retreat Hotel is, I would say, either for the beginning of the trip or at the end of the trip. It is very conveniently located near the airport, only like 20-25 minutes away from the airport. I love including it in the end of the trip. It is a luxury spa resort. So after you've spent 4, 5, 6 days in Iceland exploring, being outside, doing activities, walking, and doing all sorts of adventures, I think it's a great idea to end at the retreat with the ultimate relaxation, just soaking in the geothermal waters and relax a little bit before heading back home. But then on the other hand, some people love to include it in the beginning of the trip. So after the travels, they just come check in at the retreat, have some relaxation time, get over the jet lag before they start their adventure in Iceland. So I can see both working very well. Then we have the Reykjavik Edition, and this is a luxury property in Reykjavik City. So it is like located in the heart of Reykjavik, near all the main attractions and highlights of the city. You have all restaurants, cafes, shopping streets, and all just at your fingertips when staying there. They have a beautiful rooftop bar there, fitness center, spa, meeting rooms. So this is it's a lovely property with excellent service, most definitely. We also have these luxury lodges or villas for groups that are seeking total privacy and ultra luxury. These include full service with a private chef and a private host, and you can even enhance the experience with a massage therapist coming to the lodge or a yoga retreat. You can have a yoga instructor come there or host cooking classes. So this offers a lot of opportunities to enjoy as a group, especially maybe a bigger family, or just for those, even though it's a couple or four people, they just want to be away from everyone in a remote location and just enjoy their time together with VIP service. Then we have the seasons in Iceland. We have the summer season, which is typically from June to August. And at this time of the year, we have long days, almost around 21st of June, we have almost 24 hours of sunlight. So it gives you plenty of time to explore, go around the island, take longer trips and really soak in everything that Iceland has to offer. We have the beautiful midnight sun. It's a great time to enjoy activities such as hiking and boat tours, going to the highlands of Iceland, horseback riding, buggy touring. So this is a beautiful time to do all of these things. And then we have the fall season or autumn, which is September and October. This is when we start seeing a little bit less crowds from the summer months. The weather is still quite mild. The days are getting a little bit shorter, but it is due to the days getting shorter, we start having the opportunity of seeing the northern lights. So we talk about the northern light season starting mid-September until mid-April. And that is just because we are finally seeing some darkness in the evenings, which gives us the opportunity of seeing the northern lights. The winter season is from November until March, so by far the longest season here in Iceland. And at this time of the year, we have short days. You have a very high chance of the northern lights. It's at its peak during this season. And this is definitely the best time to do these winter activities that you can probably imagine when thinking of Iceland. So you go snowmobiling and glacier walking, ice caving, dog sledding, skiing, all of these activities. But at this time of the year, you might not be exploring around the island because of road closures, for example. You want to keep your clients like on the South Shore, close to the city and to the international airport in case of any road closures or storms that could affect their trip. You don't want them somewhere in the north, maybe, far away from the airport. The spring season is probably my favorite season. There are less crowds there than in the summertime, but you can see the day is starting to get a little bit longer. The flowers are blossoming, and you can still do a lot of the winter activities, and you start being able to do some of the summer activities. So I think this is a beautiful season, and you have the ability to see the opportunity to see the northern lights at this time of the year as well. For first-time visitors in Iceland, I would recommend approximately maybe a 6 to 7 day trip, and you are exploring the main highlights and attractions of Iceland. Many of you have probably heard about the Golden Circle, for example, one of the most driven routes in Iceland, for sure, and the South Shore of Iceland. In the Golden Circle, you are visiting Þingvellir, the national park, the geysers, Gullfoss waterfall, which you can see right here. It's a stunning waterfall, and the Crater Lake. For the South Shore, you're visiting the Seljalandsfoss waterfall, which you can see right here. And this is where you can kind of walk behind the waterfall curtain So that's a beautiful experience as well. Head to the Black Sand Beach and visit Skógafoss as well, waterfall. But then fun add-ons to add to the South Shore Day are some lesser known places and are not typically included in a South Shore Day when you're traveling with a large group of people, but that is something like Nauthúsagil Canyon or Fjaðrárgljúfur Canyon. These are very difficult names to pronounce. Hvernifoss Waterfall and Dyrhólaey Cliffs. And then I think for every first-time traveler, they need to go to the Glacier Lagoon and the Diamond Beach, which is just furthest south on the island, really, as you go on the south shore, which is the lower part of the island. And you can see the Glacier Lagoon right here. And we actually have a picture later of the Diamond Beach where I can show you. But then, of course, the Blue Lagoon as well, and Reykjavik City is something that you should not miss on your first time visit to Iceland. So client's profile, we can cater to a lot of different clientele here in Iceland. I feel like the country has so much to offer. If you're an adventure seeker, you would maybe be going like glacier hiking, glacier climbing, canyoneering, buggy adventures, snowmobiling, rock climbing, all of these things. We have such a beautiful nature that we can do so many like very adventurous and different things from the typical itinerary. For wellness and spa travelers, we do have a lot of geothermal baths here in Iceland, and that is something that us Icelanders actually love, especially in the wintertime when it's cold outside, to go into like a warm geothermal bath, like the Blue Lagoon or something like that. So I would say the retreat hotel definitely should be included in a client's itinerary that wants to focus on wellness and spa. For families, I would say it's best if you're traveling with kids that are 6 years old or older. And that is only because then they are able to participate in almost every single activity that you might add to the trip. Younger than 6 years old are, of course, welcome, but that would be more of a sightseeing trip rather than some active, adventurous trip. It is a very safe destination and very family friendly. But for luxury travelers, we definitely also can cater to those with a lot of privacy, higher end experiences, away from all crowds. We often use the helicopter to cater to those clients so they can land somewhere on top of a glacier where it cannot be reached unless it's by a helicopter, and same with the highlands of Iceland. We have those luxury lodges and villas to cater to those and off the beaten path experiences. But Deluxe Iceland, this company was founded in 2015 and is a personal luxury travel agency based here in Iceland. And we specialize in creating tailor-made luxury tours both in and around the country. All of our partners are very carefully chosen to meet our high standards of service, and they are true experts in their fields. Our progressive approach has made Deluxe Iceland one of the leading companies in the luxury travel market in Iceland, alongside personal service, attention to detail, and professionalism. So, let's see. We focus on private, luxury, and fully customized journeys. And our unique selling proposition is the high-touch, luxury-focused partner who can design exclusive, tailor-made Icelandic experiences that travelers wouldn't necessarily be able to book so easily on their own online. Our target clientele are high net worth individuals, couples, families, and friends. Mostly just individuals that value like experiences above a certain price point, I would say. All of which have the same goal to experience Iceland the right way, seamlessly with peace of mind and leaving lifelong memories. Here you can see some pictures from our tours. We have our guides are very good at going the extra mile every time they have a group, and often take these little platters with some local delicacies and the Icelandic brennivin for them to enjoy, for example, on a glacier or in an ice cave or in the highlands. They tend to bring this out and do do a little extra touches on the way. But we also have these beautiful remote lunch setups that we have done before on top of a glacier, by the ocean, in the highlands. Here we have on a little private island, like a small little island after a boat tour, which they sail to and enjoy some refreshments. And so, yeah, these are all just inspirational pictures for you to get some ideas. But Deluxe Iceland, we focus on privately guided tours and self-drive tours. In our privately guided tours, your clients would have a local driver guide from the moment they arrive in Iceland until they depart. So taking care of your clients' every need in between or during the trip. And this offers a true peace of mind. It's seamless and luxurious. They know the country like the back of their hand, so they're often suggesting off the beaten path experiences and adding in some extra stops along the way after getting to know the client a little bit better. Unique adventures created to the client's needs and interests. For the self-drive tours, which are for more independent travelers or clients that possibly just like driving themselves, we have the self-drive introduction, so our guide will still go and meet with your client at the airport and take them to pick up the rental car, assist them with connecting to the Wi-Fi and going through the itinerary in more detail, answering any questions they might have before they start the journey. But the self-drive tours definitely offer some flexibility and is more intimate. I've heard that some people don't necessarily want to have a guide with them at all times, and I can completely understand that. And it is also more cost effective than the private tour, as mentioned earlier. But insider access, we have years of partnership with key guides and operators in the luxury travel segment in Iceland. So we have great connection with all of these like local guides that have been doing this for years and know exactly what they're doing and can bring so much value to your client's trip. Exclusive access to authentic experiences, such as a local farm visit, for example, or a remote lunch setup by a secret waterfall, so away from all the crowds and something you cannot necessarily find online. We have 24/7 support in both our private tours and our self-drive tours. Local guides, who, as again, yeah, know the country like the back of their hand, extremely knowledgeable about the country. Safety, weather isn't predictable, so we always keep our clients safe and might need to sometimes readjust or move activities from one day to another, depending on the weather, because the weather is our biggest issue here in Iceland when it comes to the itineraries. But the client is always informed every step of the way, so we don't make any changes unless you and the client are informed about why we need to do the changes and make the client feel like he kind of thinks it's better for him, so everyone is just informed along the way. But here are little success stories and highlights from Deluxe Iceland. We started operating our own buggy adventures and glacier hikes. So our guide recently, around 6 months ago, finished their glacier hiking course, so they can now operate that themselves. We bought our own private lots in the south of Iceland in September 2023, with the first clients arriving in November 2023. This was a very fun project, and the lot is going very well at this point, and many happy clients, and yeah, it's a real success for sure. And then returning clients, since I started at Deluxe Iceland in April 2023, I have had 4 returning clients with bookings ranging between 60 to 100,000 US dollars. And so it goes to show that there's a lot to explore in Iceland, and you can come again and again really to see something new. It's a very big island. But this is not necessarily, the average booking. I don't want to throw you off or anything. So the average booking would be between like 5,000 to 7,000 per person, I would say, is an average booking. We've also secured a yearly group return of a biking expedition in Iceland, where they are biking for a good cause or awareness of myeloma cancer. Brand trip of 50 people was successfully operated in October 2024. Very high-end clients and complicated logistics. And then we coordinated the largest helicopter project ever executed in Iceland, using up the fleet of helicopters in the country in 2024 as well. So, and yeah, did that very well. So these are some success stories and highlights from us. But I think that's, yeah, this is the Diamond Beach, by the way. So just thank you for your attention. Thank you again for attending and listening in. If you ever have any inquiries for Iceland, I would be more than happy to assist you with that. So please feel free to reach out at any time.
Thank you so much, Arnie. What a great presentation. Look at that team. What a great looking team over there. Okay, we did have one question before we get to our quiz. Rita wanted to know, for a luxury couple traveling with a 20-year-old daughter, what's the best rooming situation? Would it be 2 rooms or like a 1-bedroom suite or a 2-bedroom suite?
It is, we have so like, it's like in the countryside, they usually don't have these family suites. So you have like 2 different rooms. You would have the parents in a bed and then the daughter in the same room, you know, it's not split up into rooms. So I would always say like 2 separate rooms if these are like luxury clients. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, if there's any other questions, put them in the chat. Do you think 14 days for a family to travel to Iceland during the festive season is too long? How long would you recommend?
Is it, then we're talking about Christmas, right? Or,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, Christmas.
I would say, yeah, it is, I would say too long for that time of the year. And that's just because you don't really want to be going around the Iceland. We almost only have like 3 to 4 hours of sunlight. So you would really need to, cramp things in during those sunlight hours. And as I said before, like if you're going around the island and there are some road closures, they always keep the like roads very clean here from Reykjavik to the airport, for example. It's a huge priority to make sure that doesn't, become close. Mm, but going to the north and to the east and west of the Iceland, I wouldn't recommend that at this time of the year.
So how many days would you recommend?
I would say like a week at
A week.
max. Yeah, yeah.
Is
Five to
there,
seven days.
what would be the preferred time of year for a 14-day trip?
The June, I would say June, July, and August, like all of these summer months. September even, like it's usually the weather is still quite mild and the northern lights start coming in. So I would say, yeah, June through September. If you want to avoid the crowds, then I would say June or September, not July and August.
Perfect. Perfect. I missed what you said. What would you consider an average luxury budget for 6, 7 days for a family of 4?
For a family of 4, I would say around, let me see it.
Per person?
Yeah, it would be around 10,000 US dollars, a minimum, yeah, for
Per
like a
person
luxury
or
per
per person?
person. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, is everybody ready to get this quiz started? All right, I'm going to
Should I?
do a couple of things. I'm going to put a link in the chat box. So if everyone wants to open their chat box and you can click on this link, I will also try to put a QR code up as well. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get it all started. You should
Should
also
I
get
stop
up.
sharing?
Yeah, please stop
Just, yeah.
sharing.
Okay.
You should get a button to accept, and it'll start letting me know. And we're still learning how to do this as well. So give me 1 second. And I'm going to try to put the QR code up so people can also scan in. I'll share this real quick. So if you guys want to sign in. All right, I'm seeing people joining. Excellent. All right, we're going to give it a couple more seconds.
Right. 22 of us in the room. Perfect.
Okay, give me 1 second. I lost my controls. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna stop sharing and I will share my screen for the questions. And this is called How Well Do You Know Iceland? All right. 1 second, everyone. Sorry, this is only our second time doing this app, so please bear with us. Okay, is everybody ready? First question. All right. What is the currency used in Iceland? Is it euro, US dollar, Iceland krona, or British pound? All right. Voting is closed, and we're going to reveal the answer. It is going to be Icelandic krona. Let's see the leaderboard. All right, we got a lot of people in. Athi is in the lead right now. Everybody ready for the next question? And team, if you guys can look at the chat and let people in, I'm seeing it go while I'm doing this. Thank you. Are credit cards widely accepted in Iceland? Only in big cities? Only in hotels, everywhere for even small purchases? No, mainly class. 5 seconds, everyone. All right, and the answer is even for small purchases. 88% of you got that correct. And Athi is still in the lead with Amy right behind. Next question. What is tipping etiquette in Iceland? Mandatory for all services, not required but appreciated, only in restaurants, or only for luxury hotels? 5 seconds. And the answer, 100% of you got this correct. Good job, everyone. Amy just took the lead. All right, let's see what's coming up next. Everybody ready for the next question? What airline does not fly direct from the US to Iceland? Is it Delta, United, Iceland Air, or Wizz Air? 8 seconds, everyone. 5 seconds. Wizz Air. 75% of you got that in. All right, getting teed up for the next question. Amy's still in the lead. Rita, you're coming in hot. Let's see what the next question is. What is the average size of countryside hotel? Is it 10 to 20, 40 to 60, 80 to 100, and 120 to 150? 90% of you, 79. Ooh, it's good votes. Here we go. Lock it in. And 40 to 60. 64% of you got that correct. Good job, everyone. Amy is in the lead. All right. Oh, we got some newcomers coming up. Caitlin's coming up. Everybody watch out. It all goes by how quick you answer it as well. Everyone right now, we've got 5 for 10 correct. A lot of people got 100% so far. Next question, everyone. Which of these 5-star properties are in Iceland? Hotel Ranga, Foss Hotel Mavaten, the Retreat Hotel, or Siglo Hotel? And I'm sorry if I butchered it, Artie. I tried.
It was very good. Very good.
All right. And the answer is the Retreat Hotel. 91% of you got that correct. Congratulations. Amy is back in the lead. All right. Everyone ready? Next question. Which season in Iceland offers the best chance to see the Northern Lights? Summer, spring, winter, or fall? 5 seconds, everyone. And the answer is winter, November through March, everyone. Get those bookings in. Amy is in the lead. All right, next question. What is included in a Deluxe Iceland private tour? Is it self-drive only, private local driver, and tailored adventures, only hotel bookings, or public transportation tickets? 5 seconds. If it was public transportation tickets, we would have problems here. All right, and the answer is private local driver and tailored adventures. Good job, 100%, everybody. Wow, everyone's paying attention. I like this. Amy is still in the lead. All right, next question. Which of these is not a popular activity for adventure seekers? Is it glacier hiking, snowmobiling, canyoneering, or golfing? 5 seconds, everyone. Fun fact, golfing is not, but you can still golf in Iceland. They do have ice golfing there. Amy is still in the lead. All right, Athy, let's see if you can take the lead. Next question. What type of travelers does Deluxe Iceland mainly cater to? Is it backpacking looking for budget friendly, travel seeking private luxury and fully customizable experiences, students and youth groups, or airline staff? All right, and the answer, 100% of you got this correct. Travelers seeking private luxury and fully customizable experiences. Let's check that leaderboard in. Amy took the lead. Here we go. Amy's still in the lead. Sorry. Good job, Amy. All right, next question. That was it. All right, Amy, congratulations. Please put your email in the chat box for me. Give me 1 second. Try to stop this. How do I stop my quiz? Let me see if there's any more questions that were in the chat during that time. All right, Amy, thank you so much. I will be emailing you shortly to get you that gift card. Is there any other questions before we head out for Arnie? Okay, well, I want to thank everybody. You will be getting a copy of this recording. Arnie, what property cat is Hotel Ranga? Where?
Is that like category? Is that short for category?
Oh, sorry. What category? My bad.
Yeah. It is a it is a 4-star property, but I would say definitely with a 5-star service. It's the service is exceptional there, really is.
Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone. You will get a copy of the recording as well as Arnie's details shortly. And if you need anything, please remember to CC the Muse Collection team on all of your bookings. Have a great day and congratulations, Amy. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.